Penny by Tony of Beverly in the color Sangria. Penny is a long, layered, straight style. It's got a really comfortable cap and it does have some permatease. Let's talk about this color. I chose Sangria. Sangria is a beautiful color. When you get it in short styles, it's going to be all this light orangey red color. When you get it in longer styles, it is two-tone wig. You're gonna get that light orangey red color, and then the underneath is going to be more of their auburn color. It's very pretty. It's not super drastic. It just adds a little bit of interest, a little bit of dimension. I think it's very pretty and done very well. I'm not much on wigs with two tones, but I think Sangria is done really well. It's not too drastic. It's not like this is bright blonde and this is a super dark auburn. It's all in the red family. It's just the lighter red up here and the more auburn color underneath. Let's talk about the hair fibers and permatease. Tony of Beverly hair fibers are on the dry side, so there's some grip, there's some texture to them, and it's a long straight style, so it's going to tangle. I would say it's pretty typical in how it moves and acts and tangles. It's not overly tangly, it's not frustrating to wear. It just tangles. And then, like I said, their hair fibers are on the dry side. If you have other Tony of Beverly wigs, they are very typical to Tony of Beverly. I think they look very natural. Tony of Beverly makes a really good hair fiber. They just look so natural. And permatease. This does have permatease. It has permatease throughout. It also has permatease that you can see. It's not crazy. It doesn't draw your eye to it, but just want you to know that it's there and you can see it. It's one of those things where when we take a look at the inside of the cap, that's what's keeping the price point down. It's more of a basic cap, and so a lot of times with basic caps, you're gonna find more permatease. So let's take a look at the inside of this cap. I have a 22.5-inch circumference head, 12 inches forehead to nape, 12 inches ear to ear over the top of my head. Tony of Beverly caps always fit me very well. So let's take a look. Like I said, it's basic cap construction. Does have that lace front, and it's a little bit deeper of a lace front. So you can pretty much part this wherever you want, and you'll get that scalp-like appearance right here in the front. The lace goes all the way back to the ear tab. You've got those soft covered ear tabs with metal stays, extended nape, Velcro adjusters, and then you can see there's quite a bit of hair tied into this wig. Those wefts are pretty close together. You can also see the two-tone color. Like this is where that lighter color ends and the darker color begins. You can also see in the close-up that there is permatease covering the whole wig. And then if you look at the top of the wig, you can see that it's covered, there's no monofilament, and you can see how the wefts are sewn into the cap. These are diagonal, these are more straight across, these are more up and down. And I think that lends itself to making these hair fibers manipulate and move around the cap very easily, because they do. On Name Brand Wigs website, when you go to Penny, it shows it kind of sweeping away from the face but coming down, like making a curtain over the forehead. Like I said, you can part this wherever you want. Isn't that cute? I mean, it's just kind of one of those, it's very natural and just kind of wild and a casual everyday wig. Like if long hair is your thing, this is cute. Okay. So you can get your hand in there and part this wherever you want. It's got a basic cap. You can do that side, this side. You can do it down the middle. And even though this is a basic cap and those wefts are sewn into the top of that cap, I feel like this is manipulating super easy. A lot of times with basic caps, when they're sewn in, they can be stubborn about moving. They want to stay how they're sewn into the cap, and this one is just moving really nicely. And I feel like it's a style that you can just, if you're a hair flipper, be a hair flipper. The Permatease also isn't so thick that you can't tuck this behind your ear. Very easily tucks behind the ear. Because of how the layering is done, there is not like a heavy part of the wig up front. This is very nicely layered. You just take that and put that right behind your ear and it stays beautifully. You want to make sure you have your ear tabs flush against your face. You don't want those sticking out, and then it's not a good look. So make sure you have those flush and then tuck that behind your ear. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so I've talked about the cap, the color, the Permatease and hair fibers. I'm gonna put the measurements up somewhere on this screen. My overall thoughts about Penny, I think this is a very pretty style. It's a lot of hair for me because of the length. I'm just not used to long hair. You would think that by now I'd be used to long hair because of wigs that I've worn that are long, but the fact is, just for an everyday wig for myself, long styles are not what I reach for. It doesn't feel overwhelming. It has a very comfortable cap, very natural looking hair fibers, a comfortable lace front, very well done Permatease. So it has all the qualities that you want in a wig. So if long hair is your thing, I think you're gonna like Penny. It's just not a grab and go for me because of the length. It will get fussy for me. That's the bottom line. Okay, so this has been Penny by Tony of Beverly in the color Sangria. This piece was sent to me by Name Brand Wigs. I'm going to drop a link down below in the description box. You know what to do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and do a little chit chat down in the comments. I would love to know what you think about Penny. If you have Penny, tell us what you think. Have you washed it? How has it been wearing for you? Oh, and I didn't even mention updos. Penny does beautiful updos, and I'll drop some pictures in here. I've done the half up, half down, and because of these really pretty layers, no matter what you put up, you're gonna get those little falls right around your face without having to dig the hair out. It just does it. Super pretty. So I've done half up, half down. I've done a ponytail. Now you'll notice with my ponytail, I will do half up and then I will pull the rest of it up. I have found that when I do ponytails, you can always just do a low ponytail and it's no big deal. But if I want to have a ponytail more mid-head or up high, what I have found is it starts to get too heavy and pull my wig back. Because I don't glue my wigs down or tape them down. I just use a wig grip or nothing at all. And so when I put a ponytail up, it tends to be too heavy and pull my wig back. So I have found that if I just do two, I pull half of it up, secure it, pull the rest of it up, then it's not too heavy and want to pull the cap off. Okay, now I'm really done. And I will see you guys on my next video. You just saw me do this unboxing of Penny by Tony of Beverly in the color Sangria. I love Tony of Beverly wigs. They're very roomy. They have some really good hair fibers. And then this cap was a pretty basic cap, but you get that lace front. Penny is a straight classic layered style. We've got some box hair. You can see this bend. I think that's just gonna take some water on it, maybe hanging it overnight. Since there's no monofilament part or mono top, but there is that lace front, I can part this wherever I want. That might take a little bit of water. There is Permatease all over this. I don't have a wig grip on, so we'll just see how this goes. Got that lace front. Lays really nicely. And that's just gonna take a little bit of work. Again, this is right out of the box. I gotta tell you though, this is really low density. There is some Permatease right there. That's making that a little bit hard to tuck behind my ear, but also that's the ear I've had skin cancer removed, so it's a little bit smaller. I like this front like this. Isn't that cute? We've got some layers. It's pretty cute. Oh, I love these layers right here. These are cut very nicely. Get that little flip like that. Cute. Love it. This color Sangria, gorgeous. Let's find some sunlight. All right, I'm gonna get these tags off. I'm gonna play with this some more and wear it. In a couple weeks, I'll do a full review.